Good evening and welcome to Face Off Season 7. Wow, it is
You're
Season
old.
7. I'm old. My 4th year on the show and unfortunately my last. But
It's okay.
well,
Hey, you and I are going out together.
yeah, in style. Rob Cunningham, Vindy Anton, Kevin Kunzman, as we have a lot to talk about. As
How
we
was
kick off
your
the season.
how was your summer?
It was pretty good. Wilmington Blue Rocks baseball.
How was your summer?
It was magical.
It was magical. What was so magical about it?
It's
Did you go to
just
Disney World?
Everything, but I wish that would have been even more magical. No, I didn't really do anything actually. I was pretty sarcastic. I delivered pizzas, so
So did I.
kind of glad that I'm
Yeah.
here instead of
Journalist delivering
there.
pizza.
There you go. Giants fan.
It's a good thing. Giant
delivering
fans. We
pizzas.
rock it out unlike these idiots over here.
Yeah, you planned this. Anyway, we're going to talk about the NFL and the replacement refs that Vin loves so much. Monday Night Football this week, Packers, Seahawks. End of the game, Golden Tate gets a catch in the end zone, or so we thought, as the officials ruled it. But it seems that the Packers got the football.
You want me to take this one?
Yeah, go ahead. I can see you
see
chomping
what-
at the bit here.
Well, my sunglasses are on because I don't have any more eyes. My eyes popped out of my socket and disintegrated into the Glassboro night air after I saw that call. Okay? Let me
There
tell
it
you what
is.
the problem is with this thing we like to call the National Football League. Okay? It doesn't even exist anymore. It's not the league. It's not the NFL that we grew up with. It sucks.
Steve Sabol
That's what it is. And Steve Sable died. So I mean, the NFL is just falling apart at the seams. But what this is a product of, I just want to make one thing clear to everybody who's watching. Don't blame the refs. It's not their fault. The replacement refs. It's not their fault. They're basically guys like us, sitting on a couch watching football, and they were thrown into a fire. And they weren't trained properly. Goodell was not prepared for this at all. And that's where the real problem lies. The real problem is that Roger Goodell is a dirtbag. Put it simple, he's the worst commissioner in the history of sports, and he basically is negotiating and supporting for a bunch of owners who can't, each team to give the real refs, like the full benefits. It would
Absolutely, yeah.
cost each team $100,000. You charge my family $5,000 per seat. We have 10 seats per PSL just for the rights to buy the seat. We don't even actually get the seat until we pay the $120 per game. And you can't throw out $100K, which you make. You make quadruple that in one game.
But that's the problem. It's all about money for him. That's
Yeah.
what it's about. Like you're saying that like he wasn't planned for this. This is his plan.
Yeah.
And obviously it's going completely off. It's off the highway. It went past the guardrail. They're going off a cliff right now. But the thing is that it's about the money because. Oh, okay. Sorry. It's about the money because he just doesn't want to pay them, and he thought that we would get away with it. And Steve Young brought up a great point Monday night last week.
Steve Young got really mad.
He gets ripped, but he had a great point. Is that we don't care. We'll say that we care. We'll say that we care all the time.
We're sheep.
It's
No matter-
exactly.
The NFL product has become terrible.
They're gonna put it in front of us,
but
and we're
we'll
gonna
still
watch it. We'll
Because
complain.
you and I love to see Eli Manning play every week. No matter what, we'll want to see.
it's
He'll want to
beautiful.
see LaShawn McCoy only run the ball 10 times when he should be running it 50.
Billions of dollars that this business makes, and they can't afford to give the officials what they want.
like a fraction.
Billions of dollars to avoid this nonsense that we have right here.
And you have a commissioner and a group of owners that goes around city to all these places and these cities and basically holds cities at ransom. Goodell went to Atlanta with Arthur Blank and said, if you don't build us a new stadium we want, or you don't start selling night games, we're going to move your team. They did it to the Vikings, and they did it to, and they're doing it to actually Jacksonville right now, threatening to put games in London.
Yeah.
This guy is a bad man. This commissioner is a terrible person, and he's ruined my football.
He has no leash, and that's the problem. It doesn't represent our
No.
government system at all.
No.
He's a dictator. He literally has a
And
chokehold
ever since he's
on the league.
he's taken over, the product of football, just the quality, it's not the same.
It's all these
And
new
this,
rules.
what happened last night, was honestly, and I don't want to use the word disgrace because it's cliche, but it was a complete and utter disgrace. The ball never touched his
It's
chest.
just, it was inexplicable. Like
I mean, right?
Exactly. Now, how do they go about fixing this?
I think I
Give
think
them
what
the
he
money.
said, you got to give them what they want. Now, granted,
give them the
at
money.
first when this first came out, I was a little ticked at the refs because it was like, this is a part-time job that they're getting paid 6 digits for. And they make 6 digits and probably get full benefits in their full-time jobs because they're principals and they're lawyers and they're doctors. They're smart guys. And now they're holding out for this? First of all, you should have full-time refs, first of all. That's first off, because there's so many rules now that are so confusing because the officiating that you got last year was just as bad. Granted, the pass interference calls have gone up, and the pass interference calls are horrible. We saw the Sam Shields call on Monday Night Football and the one on Chancellor as well. But
That
they
entire-
were making the same kind of calls last year. And last night was the first time that they screwed
problem
up
is-
on a review. They've been fine the whole year. Last year, they were screwed up reviews in that Giants-Packers game.
Absolutely.
In the playoffs.
Absolutely. Yeah,
that was a fumble.
Yeah, the problem was that entire drive, the entire game-winning drive. It was the roughing the passer call. That was Bush. You know, he scraped his knee on the throw, and it was a pick on that play.
Yeah.
That's a turnover right there for them. The 25-yard pass interference that they had, and then that play. Like,
I believe one of the things that the league wants is to make the refs full time, but the refs don't want that because that means less refs. Some refs will lose their jobs because they have a whole bunch of part-time refs.
They don't
like
rotate.
refs will get weeks off. If they have
Well, then
full-time
you know what?
refs, they're going to have less refs.
You got to go full time because the rules have changed so much and are so just not understandable that we had screw ups last year. That's why. The point is, Roger Goodell, you suck. Go away. People, join me. In 2 weeks, I'm going up to the commissioner's office in New York. I'm picketing. Join me. You coming? You coming? We're all going. He's done.
We're going to move on to one of the teams.
God.
We're going to move on to the victim last night, and that's the Green Bay
Good.
Packers.
I hate them too.
Have the team 1-2. Obviously, they had the
2-1.
loss last year against.
Well,
this-
are we counting this game?
team.
So we just say that they're just like 1-1?
Okay, all right,
there you go.
all right, fine. But have teams figured out the Green Bay Packers?
no, they're 2-1.
Well, they're 1-2.
They're 2-1.
They're
I mean,
1-2. Oh,
at the end of the season, you're going to look at it, and it's going to be a giant fat asterisk. If they miss it by one game, I would not blame for all of Green Bay for rioting over this. This is all they got. You know.
Yeah. Well, I think that. Well, here's my thing about figuring out the Packers, which was the question, was that I remember when the Giants in that comeback game, Giants-Eagles. All right, in that comeback game, Giants-Eagles. What happened was Michael Vick didn't really have a good game, and everyone came out that day and said, "Was that because Michael Vick has not been the same quarterback since?" Everyone came out and said the Giants just gave us a blueprint for Michael Vick. Ever since that game, and I'm not saying this because I'm a Giants fan. Ever since that Packers game, that Packers-Giants game, Aaron Rodgers has not been the same. Giants may have given us a blueprint because just rush him, get after him.
It was the same thing with Tom Brady. They got after him. And
The Giants
they
are
beat
the
him.
only team that can stop good quarterbacks. They can't stop Josh Freeman or probably Brandon Whedon soon. But
They're taking the week off to get ready for the good ones.
That's
But
right.
the thing is that Aaron Rodgers, up until this point, was an enigma of a quarterback. You couldn't figure out if he was going to be scrambling first, if he was a deep threat.
They run
if
the
he was-
same 5
if he was a
plays,
shot
though.
down-
They
Yeah,
should
exactly.
be easy to figure
But that's
out.
what you figured out now. That's the same thing with Mike Vick. Everyone thought, oh, he's going to run. When you think he's going to pass, he's going to pass. When you think he's going to run. Once you figure out what's his mode is that he's erratic, that's so easy to stop.
I think we'll see after this week against the Saints, who are desperate for a win. I'm scared. Is there a chance that Packers little run, which is the flash in the pan, is that? Are we potentially looking at that?
It's very hard to repeat in this league. We're going to move on to the Philadelphia Eagles, and we talked
ahead.
about Michael Vick, their struggles. 2-1, but fans are calling maybe for a quarterback change at 2-1.
Foles.
Should Andy Reid, 12 turnovers through 3 games, absolutely ridiculous.
I'm going to ask you.
Should Andy Reid seriously consider Nick Foles? You're going to ask me.
Yeah.
Are you crazy? It's week 4. They're 2-1.
He brought it up though.
Are you kidding me?
Same thing with McNabb. They did the same thing.
I
Is
don't
this guy the
care.
next Kevin Cobb?
If it lasts for maybe 2-3 more weeks, yeah, okay. It's week 4. They're 2-1. Are you kidding me?
It's the real problem is it's Andy Reid. Give the ball to McCoy. That's
Dude,
the best option
I know.
that you have.
You got the
there.
best running back in the National Football League.
The problem is
Give him the ball. And guess what? Just because of us, because of our luck, he's going to run the ball with McCoy.
Oh, yeah.
this weekend
He's going to
40
figure it
times.
out. He's going to
40
figure it out
times,
this
yeah.
week
Well,
when
because he's
we have
playing
no
the Giants.
linebackers. Yeah.
Andy Reid.
But it's like he thinks his biggest threat is Mike Vick, and the thing is, this just as we said before with Mike
Okay.
Vick and Aaron Rodgers, has been figured out. LaShawn McCoy is definitely the biggest threat. You need to be run dependent. I don't care what your playbook is saying to you. I don't care. You have Deshaun Jackson out there, Jeremy Maclin, Jason Avant,
Yeah.
Brent Selleck. I don't care about that. That's it should be a run-based team.
And that's the frustrating part is that we saw Brian Westbrook. He was a solid. He was one of the best two-way guys in the league, but he wasn't a dominating runner. LaShawn McCoy is one of the top running backs legit in the
Absolutely.
league, and he's still not
Here's the
using
thing.
him.
They're 2-1. They beat the Ravens. I don't care offensive pass interference or not.
that was a great game.
They beat the Ravens. They have a very good defense,
was a
Philadelphia,
good game.
which is what people are forgetting right now. If the turnovers continue and they get killed by the Giants, he might not. It's going to be a tough pickle.
It's
Now,
sad
they're-
to think he's going to be benched for the rookie quarterback. In a division where the defense is all just like pass rush dependent. They're going to put a rookie quarterback in over Mike Vick. They handle that with the offensive line that they have. I can't see how that would possibly make things better.
Finally, the Eagles 2-1. We're going to move to the 3-0 teams. Texans, Cardinals. Falcons.
3 of the worst franchises in the history of
Who
sports.
is the best 3-0 team in your opinion, Vin?
You're asking me. See, a week ago on my power rankings on my website, onthepulseblog.com, check it out. I had the 49. Yeah, free plug, man. I'm the producer. I can do what I want. So, the most complete team that we totally missed because the 49ers started off so hot. We missed the Houston Texans.
I did not miss the Houston Texans.
I'm talking about just from the fact that we said, oh, well, they're the most complete team. They're this, they're that. The Houston Texans were staring us in the face.
Top 5 pass defense, top 5 run defense in the league.
Yeah, and they got a top
And that
5, and they got a
offense,
top 3 running back.
The thing is, they're healthy. They could have ran through the playoffs last year if it didn't happen to Schaub.
They had injury
They had
problems.
TJ Yates, and they got carried to the divisional round. That was incredible.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That is why they
That
didn't
guy's-
go far last year.
That guy's working
in the
at
playoffs,
Applebee's
TJ Yates.
right now.
But now,
He
like
actually
you
came
said, a
in
healthy
the
team.
other day after Schaub's ear fell off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, you didn't see Schaub's ear came off?
Oh, no, I saw that. He's
yeah.
Van
And then
Holyfield now. Yeah.
Yates came in for about like a cup of coffee, and then they took him out.
But yeah, it's definitely the Texans.
You're saying Houston also.
Yeah.
We know though,
Yeah.
the Cardinals certainly have been disrespected. We're still overlooking them because granted they have a trap game this week, and so do the Falcons. Home against the Panthers.
Yeah.
That's a trap game and a half,
Divisional game.
especially at the Giants. Whipped you, Cam Newton. What was I saying about
Trap
the Cardinals?
game. Divisional game against the Panthers.
They've won like what? Like 10 out of their last 12 games?
Falcons?
Arizona, and we're still not talking about them?
okay.
What is going on here?
And
Kevin Cobb.
Is it really because of Kevin Cobb?
No, it's
Oh,
because
yeah?
of,
No,
it's because
time
of their
out.
defense.
Wait. Who played better, Kevin Cobb or your boy Mike Vick? Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
And
He's fired.
there's a chance.
Who needs a job? You get paid a nickel.
There's a chance they might even play in the best division in the league right now. NFC West hot.
You can't count the Seahawks game though last night.
That
you said.
Seahawks defense. The defense. I can count the defense.
According to
so.
you, there's.
I know,
they're
but I'm
1-2.
saying that they still held that Green Bay offense to minimal.
Oh yeah, Rodgers got his buck